Alright, so Anthropic just dropped something wild. It's called Claude Design, and if you make anything on the internet, videos, landing pages, pitch decks, anything visual, you need to pay attention, because here's what just changed for you. You can now describe a design in plain English and Claude will build it. Mock-ups, designs, pitch decks, actual polished production ready design that you can ship today. You could go from a napkin sketch to a clean mock-up in minutes. And the kicker? It plugs straight into Claude Code. So the design you just built, you can hand it off to Claude Code and it'll ship the actual app. Design and code talking to each other in the same ecosystem. So here's what we're doing in this video. First, I'm going to show you how I'd use this. And then I'll show you what it actually is. Grab your coffee, let's go. So to give you an actual example of how I'd use this, I've found a website which I think I can definitely improve upon. This website, they actually sell an amazing product. It's an air filtration system which has been used for companies like NASA, in industries like the healthcare industry, commercial buildings, data centers, for example. It's a really beautiful product with a high price point. So they've got money to spend on things like this. So when we come into Claude Design, you can see at the top here, you've got prototypes, slide decks, design systems. What we're going to do is we're going to go over to the design system, click create here, and just drop in that website. Now you can also use things like your GitHub repo. You can link to code on your laptop, for example, or import a Figma file. We can add fonts, logos, assets, whatever we want in here. The more information you give it, the better it's going to be. Then if you just click the continue to generation button top right, it'll actually create a design for you. I've already done this, so I'll show you what that looks like. If we click into the design systems here, you can see the design system I created earlier. Now if you look down here, we've got all the different sections. Type, body eyebrow, display type, the brand colors there, which are picked up from the website, which is pretty impressive. And then all the other sections that go into design, spacing, components, brands. And if we look in the design files at the top here, it's even pulled down all the assets from the web. So it's got all the images from the website, the typography, the design colors, everything. It's pulled that from me just putting in the URL into that input and creating the design system. If we go back over to design files here and back into the project, you can actually go into the README and see everything that it's created from that one website URL I put into the input. You can see it's got the tagline, the mission, the proof points here, everything. So we've got copy, content, color system, the different products they offer. It's completely scanned that website, checked all the pages, and put everything into this design system. We can also edit this, or you can tell it here looks good or needs more work on the right hand side, and it will reiterate on that until you're happy with everything. So say now we've got a design system I'm happy with. What I do is I come over to prototype. You can select your design system, and let's create some mock-ups. Called these airside product mockups. And you can see here you've got a wireframe and high fidelity options as well. So we can create a basic wireframe, and then once we're happy with the layout, create a high fidelity wireframe, something that we could actually share with the client, a clickable prototype where they could go through the pages, change anything they don't like, whether that's copy, content, colors, logos, or the placing of stuff. So if we just click create here, so it brings us through to this view. We've got start with a sketch in the middle, so we could just back the hand napkin this, upload that image, and it will create mockups from that. I'm just going to give it a text prompt, some basic instructions, create a landing page and product page mockup, and you'll see just how powerful this is. Now you can see it comes back with a load of questions, so they really plan this out before they actually create anything. Measure twice, cut once. So I'm just going to select a bunch of options here, which pages we want to create, which products we want to demo, what level of mock-up and fidelity we would like, what to vary between the options. It's even been able to determine the type of audience that we want to build this design for. Once you click create on that, it'll basically create the mock-ups for you, and you come through to here. These are some that I've created earlier. Now it gives us different options. We can toggle above to see different variations. And this is a beautiful design. This is a great start. Very clear copy. If you like something a bit lighter, you've got a white background here. Then you've got these options up here where you can draw on the design so we can leave notes and share it with other team members. So you could send this over right now to the customer and say, look, I can improve on your website. Take a look at this. If you like this, let me know, and I can build something more full for you to test. Here's another option I created as well. Let's take a look at this. It's a product page, desktop and mobile version, and you can see it's even added notes on the pages here as well. What's interesting about this is this site doesn't actually sell to the end consumer. So it's usually dealerships that come along and purchase these products. So they're looking at spec sheets. And this is very geared up for that type of customer and that audience. If we look down here, we've got the different mobile designs. So you've got 4 options here. We've got these sticky CTAs on the right, which are nice. So when you scroll down, they always stay in one place. Beautiful, clean and clear. So what else have we got here? You can also create slide decks. So to test this out, I just got the information from Claude on this new design feature. So we could create a presentation to go through it in this video. So I can tell you more about the features. And you can see here it creates beautiful pitch decks that you can use in your presentations. So what's actually happening behind the scenes? Well, it's using Opus 4.7, Anthropic's latest and greatest model, if you don't count Mythos, which we're not allowed to play with apparently. It's launched on the 17th, just 2 days ago, and it's available on the Pro Max Team and Enterprise subscriptions. So we've just collapsed the time and cost to create beautiful design. And from there, you can go on to sell services like SEO, marketing. Really, this just gets your foot in the door. So in the next video we've got coming up, I'm going to show you how to build amazing websites with Claude Code, these interactive 3D sites. And when you pair that with this video, your results are going to be explosive. Once that's ready, I'll leave a link at the bottom here and in the description. Now go out and create something, and I'll see you in the next one.